Hi, I'm Catherine and welcome to my garden. Today I'm going to make a green wall because I really don't like the look of the fence and my son asked me if we could make one. He wants to try it out, so I'm game. Unfortunately, I drink a lot of these and I usually recycle them, but I think we can reuse them first. Perfect circle. Sustainability is all about using what you have. So I happen to have that metal pipe, which I used to make those holes, but not all of the holes were perfect. Some of them had some jaggedy parts around the edge. So I looked at what I had. If you have an X-Acto knife, you can use that, or a box cutter, some people call it, to just kind of go around the edges and get off the rough bits. Or if you don't have that, you can just use a regular kitchen knife and go around. And as you do, you can make it so that you can connect the top with the bottom. And what you end up with is something like this. Now these don't come out very easy, they're quite tight, which is nice, but we're also going to add a cap on the inside. So this is going to sit ultimately up like this, and the soil will sit in the bottom part, and then at the top we'll have sort of a window, and after we have that window we'll be able to reach in with some of these caps and tighten it up just to make sure they're really secure. But what we want is we want drainage to occur. We want these to get rainwater, and we want that rainwater to be able to go down the whole column. So to facilitate that, we're going to drill some holes in the caps. Now I have a drill that I'm going to be using, but if you don't have a drill, there's a lot of other tools you could use. So if you have an awl, you might be able to use an awl, which is just a metal poker with a handle in it, basically, and wiggle those that through. It's about the right width. Or maybe you have a metal chopstick and you can heat that up in a flame similar to how we cut the holes here in the bottom of this. Now you can make holes in other ways. I just thought that melting it was the best solution for me because of what I had on hand. So let's do some drilling. We've got 3 holes in that one and 3 holes in all of these. The other thing we're going to do is I'm going to be cutting up an old sponge, and I'm going to be adding that in between just to act as a kind of filter so the soil doesn't lose all its nutrients at once. So we'll be using an old sponge, again reusing as much as we possibly can before trashing it. Okay, well, I'm all done the next step, which was cutting out the front panels. So I just used the kind of lines on the bottles as my guide. I cut out a panel about 5 grooves wide. That took about half the bottle. And in the back, actually, I went ahead and I drilled 2 holes opposite that. And that's just going to serve, because I'm going to hook mine up to a fence, I'm going to be able to wrap a string or some twist ties around there to secure it to the fence. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pop a little piece of sponge through that hole I made, and then I'm going to use one of my bottle caps with the 3 holes I drilled to secure that in place, so when I put the soil in, it doesn't spill out. So that can be easily done. All right, and you can still move them a little bit to make sure they're all aligned with each other. Okay, there we go. We're going to go ahead and do that with all of them, and then I think we'll be ready for soil. Doesn't that look like a funnel? I thought so too. All right, and there we have it. We've got the top ready to receive water. All right, we're outside. I've got my bottle tower and I've got some wire, so it's time to affix it to the fence and see what happens. Hi everyone, I'm here with my son Hero.
Hello.
And as you can see, we've got some seeds we're gonna plant.
So I have Italian herbs, specifically Italian parsley and basil, and I also picked out some mixed lettuce seeds.
All right, that sounds great. Let's get planting. Okay, you got the basil seed there. And there we go, in the hole. How many did you get in there?
I didn't count how many seeds, but this is parsley. I also put parsley in this
I
accidentally.
guess we'll see what grows.
But I also put basil in these two.
Kenshin, you just helped me put up a little more of the green wall. What was it like?
It was good.
Well, good how? Was it easy? Was it fun? Was it...
It was fun.
What was fun about it?
Putting the soil in.
Yeah, you like putting the soil in and packing it
Yeah.
down?
Yeah, because it took the most time.
Oh, and so one of the things I noticed was that the wall was doing quite well, but at the bottom it was getting really damp and wet and almost muddy at the bottom. And then I remembered that I didn't drill the holes at the bottom of these ones for drainage. So I went ahead and I drilled a hole in the front here to help with drainage, and immediately a lot of water poured out, and hopefully that'll help so the roots don't get root rot. But so far the plants seem to be doing well. So my green wall is starting to look pretty good. As you can see, we've got some plants growing here. I've got different lettuces and spinach and all kinds of salad greens, and I've been able to expand it for about 8 columns now. So I'm looking forward to getting some nice salad out of that.